I have the Samsung Galaxy A14, which by default does not come with the always on display option. If it did, you'd find it under settings, under lock screen. This is where the always on display option normally is on Samsung phones, but clearly this one does not have always on display. But I'll be showing you a workaround on how you can add always on display to your Galaxy A14. So the first thing you want to do is go to the Google Play Store and find this app. You can find this app by just searching Muviz, like Muviz, Muviz Edge App. This one right here. Okay. So go ahead and install that app. And with the app installed, you can either launch it from here, or you can go to the apps screen and launch it from there. Now, if it's the first time, of course, you need to give it some permissions. One of the permissions is to draw over apps. So tap on that, and it's going to take you to the settings page where you need to allow it to appear on top of other apps. So you should see Muviz Edge, enable that. Okay. Then once you do that, you can now hit the back button and go back into the app and customize your always on display. So these are all the options you have. You can play around with them later, but for now I'll just be showing you how to set up an always on display. So what you need to do is go to always on display option. You can see it right here. So tap on it and then choose the always on display that you want. Now, some of these always on displays are gonna have to be paid for, some are free. You can tell which ones are free and which ones are paid for when you're going to apply it. So let's, for instance, tap on this always on display, which looks really good. Okay, if you want to, you can go ahead and edit and customize the always on display. You can adjust things like size of the always on display. You can change the hour color, minute color, second color. Of course, the edit options are different for every always on display clock style. But once you're happy, you can tap on save. And this one, as you can see, says I may require a pro purchase to apply this edit. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cancel that and go back and look for another one. So let me find one simple one like this one. This is a digital always on display. Again, with this one, you can edit, you can change the notification settings if you want notifications to appear on top, all that stuff. And once you're happy customizing, simply tap on apply, and that's it. Now, one thing I want to do, if I could go into edit, is to touch and hold for a full screen preview. So if you touch and hold, you can actually see a preview of what that always on display will look like. Okay, so once you like it, tap on save, and that's it. You've now enabled or applied that always on display. So now we can go back, and then you can go into settings and go to always on display, and these are the always on display settings in one page. So you can check the timeout. Let me go for a 15-second timeout just to save time. And then you can choose other things like close on fingerprint. These are all settings you can play around with. But for now, I'll just quickly show you what that always on display looks like. So we've just set it to 15 seconds. So let me lock my screen and wait 15 seconds. And that's my always on display. Okay, so you can exit out of this by a simple double tap or just pressing or unlocking the phone. Okay, thanks for watching. Leave your comments and questions down below, and good luck.